the phone line with all the big decisions that are being taken at this meeting. Thank you for joining us here in ET now. Mr. Isaac, what was the big decision? We also understand a group of ministers has been set up on a 10% levy.
Will be met, sir? The GST revenue target will be met this year. Will that be achieved?
No. The revenue gap has been decreasing, but one has to wait for the next month's return to understand the full implications of the reduction in the rate from 28%. That will be known only when September returns are.
But don't you think it is ambitious? That target is ambitious because if you have to meet the 30 lakh crore target, you have to raise 1.5 lakh crore
Every month and some net corrections. What do you think is the track record so far?
So, we didn't look into that. But what I want to tell you is that we have to wait for the September collection results to come before we know where we are going to head to. Because I do not think that current rates are revenue neutral. They are not.
You don't think the current rates are revenue neutral?
No, I don't think so.
So they are
lower than
should be.
yes.
So also did the
That has been my consistent position.
so did the center also raise the issue of a national cess on singles?
See, the Constitution do provide for a provision for the GST Council to impose a tax for temporary period in the GST framework to help state in terms of exigencies like this. But we have not thought out the details regarding that. Therefore, a group of ministers will be constituted who will look into various issues involved and arrive at a committee. No, the general tenor of the discussion that council was that it should not be just on the suffering state consumers alone. National cess or additional 1% tax on some commodities. All these are possibilities. Constitution do provide for that. Therefore, a group of ministers will look into it.
So this was discussed in today's meeting.
This was discussed in today's meeting.
So also in the national cess over a tax on
Now, we do not know whether it be a cess or if it will be a tweaking of a rate on few commodities. All this will be determined by a group of ministers who will submit a report to the council. But no, that will be constituted in 2 days by the FM. But generally, everyone has agreed upon there must be some window to meet exigencies like this.
What earlier sugar cess answer? The AG we understand has technically not come.
It will technically not come. It will come because there is a case pending in the Supreme Court. Therefore, we'll have to wait till that is disposed of.
So even the current proposal will depend on that.
So it doesn't matter. You can work on this proposal. You can work on and the profit so started on that. About 170 crores rupees have been paid into consumer welfare fund by various companies. And many cases are being investigated. Soon they would be, I think, brought to a conclusion. We didn't discuss that. That is left to the authority.
Sir, something was also told about an agriculture cess if the sugar cess is not happening.
We have not discussed that. That is under the discussion of another group of ministers. Sugar.
Okay. So, sir, don't you think when you have the sugar GM still in place, you have another GM now on the cess issue?
Yes, this is a separate thing by itself. This is,
How much time will the GM take to decide on the cess?
before the next meeting, as soon as possible.
And when is the next?
Probably next month.
And is it, does the government constitutionally have powers to levy such a new cess altogether?
It has constitutional provision to increase the rate on selected commodities for limited period. You have states, that's there, 279AG.